Today is the 23rd day of the 10th month in the 9th year of Channel Group, November 27, 2021. To begin our day, let's offer our respect and gratitude to our Heavenly Parent and true parents of heaven, earth, and all humankind. 천지인 천 부모님께 경배. 바로 let us recite 가정맹세.
가정맹세 1. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본향 땅을 찾아 본연의 창조 이상인 지상 천국과 천상 천국을 창건할 것을 맹세하나이다. 2. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님을 모시어 천주의 대표적 가정이 되며 중심적 가정이 되어 가정에서는 효자, 국가에서는 충신, 세계에서는 성인, 천주에서는 성자의 가정의 도리를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 3. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 4대 심정권과 3대 왕권과 황족권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 4. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님의 창조 이상인 천주 대가족을 형성하여 자유와 평화와 통일과 행복의 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 천상세계와 대상적 지상세계의 통일을 향해 전진적 발전을 촉진화할 것을 맹세하나이다. 6. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 하늘 부모님과 참 부모님의 대신 가정으로서 천운을 움직이는 가정이 되어 하늘의 축복을 주변에 연결시키는 가정을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 7. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 본연의 혈통과 연결된 위하는 생활을 통하여 심정 문화 세계를 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다. 8. 천일국 주인 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 천일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대신앙, 절대사랑, 절대복종으로 신인의 일체 이상을 이루어 지상천국과 천상천국의 해방권과 석방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, Reverend Leang Halo, to lead us our song and our pledge. To formally start our morning devotion, let's our first our opening prayer, to be led by our Pastor Julius Estreto, FFWPU, Pasay City.
Please join me in prayer. Our loving Heavenly Parent and our victorious Prince of heaven, earth, and humankind, good morning. We are so grateful for your love and blessing that you have given us this opportunity to gather together as one family virtually for this morning devotion. And we are so grateful also to our national leader for initiating this morning devotion as our source of daily inspiration, spiritual nourishment, as well as internal guidance. Truly, it is very essential for us to consistently study your words, because through this that we could understand deeply the divine principle, also your heart and your will that gives us strength to overcome whatever trials and difficulties that we encounter along the way in our life of faith. And we are so fortunate that we live in the era of our true parents, as they are the hope of humankind, the desire of the ages. And if we look back at the history of your providence of restoration, it has been your ultimate goal to bring about the Messiah. It is because only the Messiah could bring about transformation, the removal of our original sin that could transform us from this fallen state into that original sinless state, and from this world of sinfulness into that world of your ideals. This has been the third attempt of your dispensation, from the time of Adam and to the time of our Lord Jesus Christ, the second Adam, and now to our true parents, the third Adam. And as you are the being of number three, surely your will would be established in the third attempt. And the question is, what have we done for our true parents? And we can see now these victorious foundations laid by our true parents for realizing your substantial kingdom. And for us also to be victorious in our mission, we have to unite with our true parents based on that foundation of absolute faith, love, and obedience. Each day is really an opportunity for us to reflect upon ourselves, on how we become better person, reflect upon how we could align more to your standard and ideals, removing these fallen natures that we have, and practicing of being a filial sons and daughters of yours. This has been exemplified by our true parents, and we have to resemble it by embodying it. We are so grateful for our true mother, for the constant guidance and education, and we pray for her protection always, for her good health, long life, and we have to unite with her vision, especially in her desire for us to become Chunbo families, and we have to strive hard to fulfill that. And we ask then your presence to be with us from beginning to end of this morning devotion that we have, and whatever inspirations that you want to convey would serves as our inspirations for the whole day, and that we could always be united, centering on True Mother's vision with our leaders, brothers and sisters, and make a good condition for you to work with us, as well as the good spiritual world and our good ancestors. Again, we thank you for this opportunity that we could gather together to study your words, and also an opportunity for us to practice it. I'd like to offer this prayer and report with humility and gratitude, and on behalf of my brothers and sisters, in my name and my wife's name, Julius Antami Escletus, and our blessed family. Aju.
You. Thank you so much, Pastor Julius Isleto, for your heartwarming prayer. And now, let's have our individual prayer. Okay, Adu. Okay, to start with, let's offer first our morning greetings to our heavenly parents and our the first two parents of heaven, earth, and mankind. Morning, heavenly parents, two parents. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, brothers and sisters. Sir Leo, hello, hello. Good morning, and all Chonbo families, brothers and sisters from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, and also from abroad. I'm your host for this morning devotion. I'm Mr. Romel Tipinson, and the host for this morning devotion is NCR. Okay, uh, to read our Hondoka reading, let this help me to welcome Miss Althea Dolendo, the second generation of Taguig City. Please give her a round of applause.
Mother of peace, under Chapter 4. God's light shines upon a path of thorns. We wondered what would be the turnout for these events, and were gratified that every venue was filled to capacity. Although the speech focused on women, many men attended as well. I saw the era of women that my husband and I were advocating taking shape before my eyes. April 10, 1992, 1,500 attended the inaugural rally of the Women's Federation for World Peace in Seoul. When the Korean-speaking tour was over, we planned a speaking schedule for me to launch the Women's Federation in Japan. Japan's women need to hear these words too, I told our logistic teams. True, they replied, but you speak Korean, and through the interpreter, the original meaning will not be fully conveyed. I agree, I said with a follow-up. Then, then I shall speak Japanese. When my husband heard about this, even he wanted to talk it over. It would be much easier to use an interpreter. The speech is long, and you don't know Japanese well. You have to leave soon. Are you confident that you can speak Japanese to them? As soon as the words come out of his mouth, he knew my answer. I didn't need to say anything. I practiced speech in Japanese for a few days. My motivation being that Japanese people should not remain orphans. I was determined to explain to them in their language the reality that we all have been orphans, and that today, true parents, we can become children of our heavenly parent. On September 24, 1992, a crowd of 50,000 people gathered in Tokyo Dome. It was my first time speaking pub- publicly in Japanese, and this was a prominent venue in Japan's capital. The audience was aware of this. No one, Korean or Japanese, had high expectations for the outcome. The organizers being prepared a young Japanese interpreter to stand off just off stage, in case I flattered. But when I came to the podium and began to speak, the audience was surprised. They cheered and stood up to applaud. For a few minutes they remained anxious and thinking surely she'll make a mistake. But as I continued, and each sentence impressed God's words in their hearts, the audience looked relaxed and happy. Over the next 9 days, I gave the speech in 7 cities without losing strength, and then for 3 more days I delivered it to Koreans residing in Japan. I uplifted the hearts of all Japanese as well as Korean women. I need to speak in America. I, I then told my staff, "Won't that be difficult?" They, they responded, "Please take at least a full day rest before flying." But my mind was already in the West. "Many people are waiting for me," I uttered without thinking. "I cannot rest." I crossed the Pacific. I crossed the Pacific and stepped onto American soil. Speaking in the 8 largest cities of the U.S., I announced that the era of women was near, and what in the, and what it means for men, women, and God. On the first day, the people of Washington, D.C. thanked me deeply. They had thought of me only as the wife of Reverend Sun Myung Moon from Korea, but now the perception changed. I was now Hak Jahan Moon, who represents us and represents the aspirations and values of all women. I planted in their hearts the seeds of female leadership that is necessary to complete the salvation of the world. My inaugural speaking tour for the Women's Federation continued through Europe, Russia, Asia, and Oceania. I will never forget what happened when I spoke in the Philippines. The day before the event, I flew from Los Angeles to Manila. On the plane, I took a short nap, during which I dreamed I was breastfeeding a baby. As I, as I looked at the beautiful baby, I said to myself, I am not of, I am not of an age to give birth anymore. When I arrived in Manila, I discovered that it was a Catholic holiday. December 8th, the feast of the Immaculate Conception. A woman walking on the street in, in downtown Manila happened to see a poster advertising my speech. The poster had me in yellow Korean dress. Suddenly the thought, this is the person who will fulfill Mother Mary's Mother Mary's mission, came into her mind. Then and there she decided to attend my event. She was deeply moved by my speech, during which she arose and loudly exclaimed, "The one who came to the Philippines on this holiday is truly our Mother Mary." Cheers erupted throughout the convention center. The final venue on that tour was China's Great Hall of the People in Tiananmen Square. It was an event both very difficult and very rewarding. We expected that since China's open door policy was in place, everything would go smoothly, but that was not the case from the outset. The, the Communist Party and the military had refused to grant a permit. When we explained that wasn't a political rally, they said, "We will check the script first. It cannot have anything in it about God." That took them a week. Their conclusion, "We cannot allow this kind of content," is strongly ad-
Agi, thank you so much, Miss Althea Belendo, for your reading of our Hondoke. Okay, if you receive our inspiration from our Hondoke, let's give our gratitude and our inspiration, our appreciation to our beloved True Mother. Okay, let's move forward for our next uh, person who will give her 10 points of gratitude. The W Corp National Staff, Miss Vanessa De Najeba. Please give her a round of applause.
Yes, good morning, Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Good morning, leaders, brothers and sisters. I will give my 10 points of gratitude. First, for thankful and grateful for Heavenly Parents and True Parents because through them, we can achieve what we want to be. Two, grateful and thankful for my sister Valin Grace Dinaheba because through her, our ancestors were liberated and blessed through 1 to 7 to 7 generation through her hard work in America in ILTP. And then 3, for my spouse, Erwin Tubalya, because dahil through him, we become a blessed central family. And then much and blessed with your parents. 4, thankful and grateful for our ancestors because they're really working hard also to help us in our life of faith. And then yeah, because they are, if they are happy, we are happy, and then they are more happy. Okay, and then 5, thankful and grateful for my spiritual family, for the Dinalheba tribe, especially for the one na nauna sa amin dito sa Bugmed, sila ni Bien Dinaheba at saka ni Johnny Mar Dinaheba, because they lay good foundation for us, and then we inherit that. And then 6, grateful and thankful for grateful and thankful lang because our brother Vincent Jan Dinaheba, only one brother ang pass to become a police, like yan. And then but 6 take yan na ngayon, 6 take yan na pagka-police, but still he never give up, kaya yun, blessing ang dumating sa kanya. Kaya and then 7, grateful and thankful for my physical parents because ang nung una pa lang na nandito kami sa movement, they are very supportive, and then even though na hirapan na sila, but still they really want us to become a good person and determined also to have a blessing in our family. And then also they are already blessed, and then they have already 3 days, kaya more blessings sa family. And then also 8, thankful and grateful for my central figure, Angelito Kainday, because his heart is very very wide to take care all of us, especially when we're in Iloilo, when we're in our region. Kaya yun, hanggang nakatapos na kami ng process to the blessing ng mga niya, kaya yun, very much thankful and grateful for him because he really want us to understand to parents' heart. Also, 9, thankful and grateful for all our brothers and sisters who really working hard also to fulfill our goals in our life, and they really become more eager to become fruitful person. And then 10, thankful and grateful that I am still alive, and then still breath, still doing this 10 points of gratitude, and then yun, still grateful and thankful for everything. Yun, that's all. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you so much, Miss Vanessa Benadeba, for your 10 grateful things. And all of us, even though hindi tayong appointed na magbigay to give our 10 grateful things, we need also to really give our 10 points of gratitude in ourselves as we go along with our program. To add more inspiration, Miss Juliana Isabel Reyes will render a offering song entitled Always You. Please give her a round of applause.
I've been to so many moments in my life where I can find anyone to turn to but you, only you, always you. And when all that surrounds me are falling, you will remain there standing just for me, always you, only you. In my weakest times you were so strong. When all hope is gone, you carry on. I draw my strength from you when I could no longer find any of it in me. You are my life, you are my strength. I can't fight the battle alone, I can make it through when I'm with you, 'cause you are my shield, you are my soul. You're breathing life into my heart. All the love that I have comes from you, always you. I've been lost in the middle of nowhere, and I can't find my way home, so lost without you. But you have pulled me through. You took me in your arms and you rescued me from the dark. And now I'm finally home. I feel safe, 'cause now I'm with you, 'cause you are my life, you are my strength. I can't fight the battle alone, I can make it through when I'm with you, 'cause you are my shield, you are my soul. You're breathing life into my heart. All the love that I have comes from you, all the love that I have comes from you. You are my life, you are my strength. I can't fight All the love that I have comes from you. Always you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Miss Juliana Isabel Reyes, for that very wonderful and beautiful voice from heaven. She is also a second. She is also the second gen, and I hope all of us we have this kind of talent also to really share also our heart to God and our heavenly parents. The song entitled "Always You." God is our life, God is our strength, and God is our shield. Okay, please give her a round of applause. Okay, to move on for our final guidance, for our internal guidance, please help me to welcome our powerful and energetic national leader, Reverend Leo Angelo Halog. Please give him a round of applause.
Thank you very much, our brother Romel. I would like first to offer my greetings to our heavenly parents and true parents. Good morning to our heavenly parents and true parents. To all our beloved leaders, Chonbo families, all our Blessed Central families, beloved brothers and sisters, good morning to all of you. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ohayo gozaimasu from our brothers and sisters from Japan. Annyeonghaseyo nika. Welcome once again to all our beloved brothers and sisters, our national morning devotion. I would like to thank our NCR family for hosting today's morning devotion. I was really inspired with the song of our sister Juliana. Thank you so much for that very moving and inspiring song. Really, Juliana has a very beautiful voice, right? Almost every time that NCR is assigned, actually our sister Juliana is the ones who is almost always sharing her beautiful song. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to our sister Vanessa for sharing her 10 points of gratitude. Also, they just started family, I think, recently. So I would like to congratulate them also. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful points of gratitude. Today, we will be having two important activities. This afternoon, we will going to have the HJ Chonbo event. For those who have registered, so today at 2 p.m. we're going to have this Chonbo event, and also today we will going to have the final regional youth forum in the National Capital Region. And today we are, I think, broadcasting this, so you can, everyone, I think, can watch live since this is the final regional youth forum in the National Capital Region. So you can watch this beautiful program that we are doing with the government. So this is the finale. Yeah, we are completing the 17 regions in our country. Truly, we are grateful to work with the government. So if you have the opportunity, this is from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. today. Today is the first day and tomorrow is the final day of our regional youth forum. And so thank you so much to our NCR who really worked very hard, especially for the mobilization and our IAYSP. So let's really pray for the success of these events. So today I will be sharing with you. Yesterday we studied the value or the enormous value of this time, living together with our beloved true parents. So really, we are living in the most precious time, most important time in human history that only happened in our generation, never happened in the past, and will never happen again in the future, right? So this time, true mothers on earth, true fathers in the spiritual world, they are really, working together, united, the spiritual world and physical world as one. And then we who are living together with True Mother, this is really the most precious time of our life, right? So that's why True Mother said, we are living in the golden age. But despite knowing and understanding this precious moment of our life, there are actually really a lot of challenges and difficulties. Like the more we move, also a lot of challenges are coming, right? So how can we succeed? How can we succeed, especially living in this most important era? So today I will be sharing with you the key to success. So how can we, overcome all the challenges and difficulties that we are facing in our life? COVID-19 came, and more challenges, but also we could see great opportunities, right? So we have to also really understand clearly what are really the key in order for us to succeed in this journey, and especially in this most important era in our life. So let us study through parents' words. So today, Father said, in order to advance forward, you must either live or die. If everything that we planned fails and we become failures, what will you do? The road of a person with big hope will not fail. The more that person goes forward, the more success there will be. You must go on with this kind of resolution. Then you will certainly succeed. In order to advance forward, you must either live or die. You must choose either one. So the time we are really living in, also we are facing a lot of challenges, and even more than the things that we tried to overcome in the past, right? That's why True Mother is telling us we have to put our life on the line, right? So we have to have the determination of whether live or die, life and death. Really, we are in this course. So True Father is telling us today that really, in order for us to advance forward, you must only choose one. Meaning you have to really put all your efforts, whether you live or die. So this kind of determination. Father said, the road of a person with big hope will not fail. A person who has really a lot of hope. Father said, the more that person goes forward, the more success there will be. You must go on with this kind of resolution. Then you will certainly succeed. So in order for you to advance forward, you must either live or die. You must choose either one. So that's why this time, most important now in our life is what kind of motivation we have, our determination to succeed. Already we learn, in many situations, actually there's no really secret of success. When we learn about the life of, some like successful people, but, especially when we look at True Parents' life, how True Parents have succeeded, right, in their course. So True Parents really are always putting their life on the line. They even do not care. Many times, Father mentioned, even if I collapse along the way while I'm speaking, True Parents are not really concerned so much about they will live or die, right? Their most concern is how to bring joy to God, how to fulfill God's will, how to liberate God, how to liberate all humanity. They don't care actually whether they live or die. So with this kind of determination, True Parents succeeded in all their undertakings. That's why they could overcome any situations, right? They overcame everything and then completed their mission. So we can really learn from the life of True Parents. That's why each one of us, the Central families, all brothers and sisters, how can we succeed in our life? How can we succeed in our course? How can we fulfill our responsibility? It's only, through this way, only one way. That's why we are continuously studying True Parents' life, right? So that we also ourselves will going to succeed. Aren't you? That's why Mother said we have to put our life on the line. Do not worry about all these things. The only thing we need to worry about is how can we fulfill our responsibility, especially given this opportunity, living in the most important time where we have to succeed without fail. We have to really succeed. Aju? That's why Father said, if we live, if we are living our life with this kind of resolution, you will certainly succeed. Aju? Father said, you must definitely succeed. You people must definitely succeed. What must you do in order to do that? When the other wins once, you must win twice. When the other sleeps 1 hour, you must sleep half an hour. When the other eats 1 bowl of rice, you must only eat half. You must fight with this kind of a strong will. The key to success is not found somewhere else. That's why there's no secret of success you cannot find anywhere else. Actually, the ones who sacrifice the most, the ones who is working harder more than anyone, will certainly and will surely succeed. Aju? That's why if we really wanted to, bring victory, like for example in the class, we were once a student, right? We were some way, maybe we are top of the class. And then, nung nag-aaral tayo, what is the reason why we became number 1 in our classes? Why we became top in the class? So some students, they just play around. They spend their time more on playing than studying. But the ones who became top in the class, this is the person who always spent time studying more than anyone, sacrificing his time to play, sacrificing his time to watch or do other things of pleasure, always focus. So that person became number 1 in the class, right? Also, I remember when I was in elementary, I didn't I graduated salutatorian in elementary. Also, I study a lot. I love mathematics that time. Yeah, but when I became became high school, the time I stayed in the first section. I studied in one of the biggest high school in Pangasinan, in Rosales National High School. I was in the first section, but I couldn't, be in the honor roll because that time I just mingle with my friends. So, I couldn't keep the study habits I had before when I was in elementary. That always, I was very, very active in the class. So at least, I could be in the second. I graduated salutatorian at the time, but when I was in high school, I couldn't really, give my time more on classes. I mingle with my friends most of the time, but I just keep my being in the first section. But really, I realized really, when you focus, you will really succeed. You will certainly succeed when you focus on something. So there's no actually other, there's really no secret or additional thing for a person to succeed. Only we need to focus and really put our time. We sacrifice more than anyone, whatever we are doing. Kahit ano pa po ang ginagawa natin. So even, people who are doing bad things, if they invested really, kahit how these people also succeed. For example, those who are robbing the bank, yung mga, trying to do something not good to other people, when they also make clear plan and then they sacrifice to prepare very well, even also they succeed, right? So really the only way for us to become successful in life is once we really focus and really put all our time, we sacrifice more than anyone who is also doing the same thing, right? 2 persons doing the same thing, who will going to succeed? The ones who is really sacrificing more, giving everything, right? Really focus, then that person will certainly succeed. That's why sabi ni Father, we must definitely succeed. So we have to live our life more than, other people, like just living for the sake of pleasure. We have to sacrifice more than anyone, right? So Father said, you must fight with this kind of a strong will. The key to success is not found somewhere else. Aju, that's why we just need to put our effort more than anyone. To become Heavenly Tribal Messiah, to become Chongo family, whatever you wanted to accomplish, really, sacrifice is absolutely needed more than anyone. Aju, we need to put our effort. So true parents are the ones who sacrifice more than anyone in this world, right? Of course, our heavenly parent. And then, true parents are the ones who have shown us the way to really succeed. So if we really follow, kaya pinag-aaralan po natin yung life in the true parents, right? Clearly, we are wanted to understand every, step the true parents have done. We wanted to really follow. If we can really follow, absolutely, naturally, we will going to succeed. The sacrifices the true parents have done, our true mother now leading the providence on earth. We don't know how much true mother, is sacrificing every day, every moment, right? So this is the only way to succeed. True father said, it is a battle of time, spirit, and effort. It depends on how much time you spare, how hard you work, and how many funds you invest. It is a battle of time, a battle of spirit, and a battle of effort. It is just like a student preparing for the coming entrance exam. Those who failed the exam are the ones who slept more, ate more, or did something more comfortable than others. So that's why, in order for us to succeed, Father said it is a battle of time, spirit, and effort. There's no other secret of success, right? So how much we manage our time and really put more time in the most, our key responsibility. We are putting all our time there, and then with all our heart and spirit and our effort. So Father said it depends on how much time you spare, how hard you work, and how many funds you invest. It is a battle of time, a battle of spirit, and a battle of effort. It is just like a student preparing for the coming entrance exam. Those who failed the exam are the ones who slept more, ate more, or did something more comfortable than others. So if we are continuously living comfortable life, there's no way for us to succeed in whatever, we desire to do, right? So the ones who sacrifice these things, sleeping, eating, and then really sacrificing having a comfortable life, these are the ones who are succeeding, or the ones who are becoming successful. That's why how we use our time. It's very important, right? And then what kind of fighting spirit we have, and then how much effort we are putting in our mission, in our responsibility. Aju? So if we do these things, well, naturally we will going to succeed. Aju? Father said, the one who perseveres is the one who wins. When we look for a key to success or the foundation or motivation necessary for victory, I'm sure you know how valuable perseverance is. There is a proverb in the Orient which says, the one who perseveres is the one who wins. You must know how important it is to endure. How valuable is endurance? Endurance is the motivation of a new start, and it also can be the motivation of a new creation. So, Father is explaining to us that really the one who perseveres is the one who wins. Kaya nga, true parents actually trained us, our elders, right? True parents have taught us how to persevere. True parents have let us go to difficult situations. That's why if we don't have experience of going through difficult situations, we will surely, when difficulties comes, we surely will complain. That's why our young brothers and sisters, our second generation, they need also to have experiences of difficulties where they try to look at how much they can persevere, how much they can endure, if only we give comfortable life to our children, to our young brothers and sisters. When difficulties comes, they cannot overcome, they cannot persevere. When they get married, there will be many difficulties. There will be many trials and challenges in life. When two people come together, right? A person without, still unity of mind and body, another person, they come together, there will be a lot of challenges. There will be a lot of difficulties. If we don't learn how to persevere, how to overcome, how to endure, big problem later on, right? That's why true parents have trained us. They have put us in most, challenging situations, most difficult situations. Aju? What is the purpose of that? In order for us to learn how to persevere, how to endure. That's why training is important in our life, right? Even though we are not anymore in the wilderness era, indemnity period has already passed. We are already living in the era of channel book, but still we need to have some experiences, how to overcome, how to persevere, how to endure. Father said, the one who perseveres is the one who wins. Endurance is the motivation of a new start, and it also can be the motivation of a new creation. Even though we are already living in the 9th year of channel book, still we didn't realize kingdom of heaven on earth until that day comes. Still a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties we need to overcome. Aju, that's why as parents, how can we really raise up our young people, our children? Right? How can we teach them, discipline them? You know, already we are teaching sa mga tao yung, how to really raise up patriotic youth sa ating regional youth forum. And then we are now emphasizing, through Dr. Kittle's initiative, emphasizing who is a patriotic youth, in our Philippine Constitution sa Pilipinas. So someone who is, public-minded, someone who is responsible, ethical, and spiritual, these things can only be achieved by a young person through, certain training. Hindi ito automatic na matutunan nila, na ma-practice nila sa buhay nila. That's why in our family, this is the first venue or place where we can discipline and train our young kids. Right? So, even me, I realized many things listening from these lectures. Our children, while they were young, yung bata kapag natuto ng maglakad, we need to teach them already to put their shoes on the proper lace. Even though they are just 1 year old, 2 years old, we already started them to teach. When our children played, may mga laruan sila, nagkalat, we need to tell them, already teach them how to arrange their playing materials on their own. I can see now, I have my young children. Really, even 1 year old, 2 year old, pag naglalakad na yan, already they can know how to do things. They learn from here. Right? Really, in the family. So the discipline, learning to do small things that will lead them later to succeed in their life. Overcoming things, persevere, endure. They learn this in the family. Parents are the ones who will going to teach them first. So they can succeed in life later on if we could guide them well, teach them well while they are young. And then as they grow, different level of experiences and training, this will lead them to succeed in their life later on. Aju? Really, true parents teaching is really amazing, right? So that's why we have to, Father said, you must know how important it is to endure, how valuable is endurance is, how valuable is perseverance is. That's why this is like a step-by-step process, teaching, our young kids in our homes. Diyan yung nagsisimula lahat, right? And then teach them also to help in house chores, doing all these things, and then they can really develop such character that one day, whatever challenges, when they grow up, they started to experience challenges and difficulties, they can, face this and overcome this very well. Aju? Really amazing, our true parents. So Father said, the ones who perseveres, the more, the ones who wins, the ones who succeed. So endurance is very, very important. How to learn this, starting from our homes, right? So Father is saying here, God is also enduring. So God is also enduring. God is enduring. God endured when Adam and Eve were about to die, and he also endured when Jesus was taken and nailed to the cross. God pretended not to know when he knew. Even when he knew, he pretended he didn't. It was very difficult for God. You also do the same. If a person knows all about you, but pretends not to know, how embarrassing will that be? When you see that person, you will want to escape and hide under his feet, but you surrender because you have no place to go. Therefore, it is reasonable to conclude that the more we endure, it will become the motivation to possess more. That's why, starting from our Heavenly Parent, how much Heavenly Parents endured, how much true parents endured in their life. So God, for 6,000 years, Father said, God endured when Adam and Eve were about to die. Can you imagine how painful is that? And then how Heavenly Parent endured. Also, when Jesus was taken and nailed to the cross, can you imagine here, Father said, God pretended not to know when he knew. Can you imagine when Adam and Eve was, about to die due to the fall, when Jesus Christ was, taken and nailed to the cross, God pretended he do not know. That kind of way, in order for him to endure, he has to pretend he doesn't know what's happening, right? He doesn't know that Adam and Eve is about to die, that Jesus is nailed on the cross. God has to pretend in order for him to endure. So Father said he pretended he didn't. It was very difficult for our Heavenly Parent. So Father said, you also do the same. For example, Father said, if a person knows all about you, but pretends not to know, how embarrassing will that be? When you see that person, you want to escape and hide under his feet, but you surrender because you have no place to go. So Father is explaining here, therefore, it is reasonable to conclude that the more we endure, it will become the motivation to possess more. So the person who can, endure more, has the capacity to endure and overcome and persevere, that is the person that can, really possess more later on, can really succeed. That's why this will not just happen naturally. We have to learn this. We have to experience overcoming difficulties, persevering in situations that are really, not easy. So we have to have such experiences of perseverance, overcoming, enduring, like our Heavenly Parent, like our true parents. Aju? So this is really important for us to really succeed in our life. So Father said, perseverance is the key to victory. So the same thing can be said in a family. No matter what your brothers and sisters say, if you endure and endure, your parents or anyone else will bless you, saying, watch him or her in the future. Therefore, let's make one rule here now. It is good to endure for yourself, and it is good to open your mouth for others. If a person is in a difficult position, I will open my mouth and console him. And when that person is slandered, pretend you do not know. Even if you know, and then open your mouth and support him. If you look for the key to victory, or one necessary foundation or motivation to become victorious, you will find how valuable perseverance is. So anybody who wants to become successful and victorious needs to have the character of, willingness to overcome and persevere until the very end, until someone succeeded, right? So the only way to succeed is, keep persevering until you succeed. So whatever we wanted, our goals, fulfilling our mission, the only way to succeed is not giving up, right? Yung iba, nauna na sila to succeed, yeah, no problem. Just continue to do and focus with what you need to do. One day, you will surely succeed. Aju, kahit na medyo nahuli tayo, but do not lose focus, just continue. Continue to persevere, continue to endure. Do not lose your focus, continue moving forward. Kahit na minsan mabagal tayo like a turtle moving very slowly, but still, as long as you didn't give up, as long as you continue. Sabi nga, life is like riding a bicycle. Like, just keep on moving. Just continue moving. And then one day you will succeed. So this is very important. Character that we need to have. That we need to teach our children, our young brothers and sisters. This is truly the only key to succeed, right, in life, to become successful. Aju, so perseverance, very important. So true Father said, the person who perseveres to the end wins the fight. When you play tug of war, who wins? Will a person who suddenly tugs with power win? Or will a person with perseverance win? It's a tug of war. So this is very, we learn many things in this game, right? Because this is like actually battle of, perseverance. How long can you endure? So that's why we need to learn how to do in order for us to win. Sabi ni Father dito, when you play a tug of war, who wins? Yung bang tao na binigla niya na lahat, yung effort niya, binigay niya na lahat? Is that the person who going to win, or a person with perseverance? Sabi ni Father, the person with perseverance who can endure for a long time. So you must not attack suddenly like a tiger and become weak later. You must stand firm pulling. You should not give in. You must stand firm until the end. Does the Bible say the one who perseveres to the end goes to hell? Or the person who perseveres to the end loses? It's the same thing. If you go to heaven, that means you won. If you go to hell, you have lost. The person who perseveres to the end wins the fight. So how can we learn, perseverance? This should be, this can be learned in a, course of life of a lot of challenges and difficulties where you need to continue to persevere. Kaya nga, if we only live comfortable life because our parents is, taking care of us very well, they don't want us to experience difficulties, and they let us live comfortable life. Big problem later on. Big problem later on if we don't learn from our family. If our parents didn't teach us how to persevere, that's why true parents have taught us, because true parents knows life is not easy. There will be a lot of situations that we need to persevere. We need to endure. True parents trained us, right? Especially our elders, mga elders natin. They have gone through tremendous challenges and difficulties. So now they are living good life, right? They could overcome many things. Already they are 30 years living together with their spouse, 40 years. They are having beautiful family. But it didn't come just, living comfortable life. They have gone through a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties. Unimaginable, some of them. Right? So that's why we have to go through certain situations where we can practice perseverance, where we can practice how to endure. Right? That's why our young people, they need to go through training. They need to go through, different situations of, challenges where they will learn. And they can have better life in the future. Aju? So sabi ni Father, the person who perseveres to the end wins the fight. So it should be, taught, and our young people needs to learn this. So the only way for them to succeed later on, if they will going to experience and learn how to persevere until the very end. Aju? People who are committing suicide, these are the people who doesn't have any experience of perseverance, of overcoming. Kaya kapag dumating yung time na nahirapan sila, they cannot handle the situation, then they choose to commit suicide. During this pandemic, maraming mga tao, they lose hope. Not only losing hope, but they don't experience in their life challenges and difficulties where they try to persevere, try to overcome, try to endure. They don't have this experience. That's why what happens to them, right? When difficulties comes to their life, they cannot handle the situation. They cannot overcome. So naturally, they cannot succeed. They cannot win. They cannot overcome. But the person who experience a lot of challenges, kaya nga, true parents have, let us go to the most challenging situations in life. Aju? So Father said, the person who perseveres to the end wins the fight. Anyone who has this spirit and power, to overcome and endure will certainly succeed. Maybe not this time, but certainly will succeed. As long as moving continuously, never giving up, one day you will surely succeed. One day you will become Chonbo family. One day you will really become, the family that really God wanted to be. We can bring joy. You can bring happiness. We can really make, we can make our heavenly parents and true parents proud as long as we continue overcoming, persevering, right? Really, this is very important key to succeed. So Father said, to become a victor, you need a condition. So in order to become a victor, you need conditions. In other words, you need confidence, you need courage, and thirdly, you need a fighting spirit. That's why if we really want to succeed and become, victor, perseverance is very important. And then at the same time, Father said, we need to have a condition. So in other words, Father said, you need confidence. So we need to be confident, right? We are living in this most precious time with True Mother now. No doubt I can be victorious. No doubt I can accomplish my mission, right? Don't doubt, right? Be confident. I can be victorious. Aju, we can accomplish this. Of course, we need to be confident, but also still need to be humble. Because sometimes if too much confidence became arrogant, and then we lost everything. We just need to, be confident that we're going to succeed, and keeping, humility in our hearts. So Father said, these are the conditions. We need to be confident. We need courage, right? So in the Bible, we learn people who have succeeded, they are full of courage, because that's also written in the Bible. Don't worry, I am with you, God said, right? God said to Joshua. So have courage. The same is true with us. True Mother is with us now. Heavenly Parents certainly always with us. True Father is always with us. The entire spiritual world, our ancestors, we have to have courage. Whomever we meet, we need to go to the mayor, we need to go to governor. Let's meet them if we have the chance, if we have the opportunity. We are True Parents representative. We're the representative of True Mother. That's why, also we could see the victory in Llanera. In all areas, we have to challenge. We have to challenge, we have to have courage in our own municipality, in our province. Let's meet the mayor, let's meet the governor. Let's organize conference with them. If you can do also in your respective areas, we can invite Dr. Julius, we can invite Dr. Quito, if there is chance, and then we can also organize one-day seminar in your respective municipality, in your city, right? In your town, with the presence of the, mayor, vice mayor, with the governor, whoever. So we need to have courage. And then thirdly, Father said, you need a fighting spirit. So the best asset is fighting spirit. So if we have these three, confidence, courage, and then fighting spirit, and then the capacity to persevere and overcome, we will certainly and we will absolutely succeed in our mission. Aju, we can really be victorious. We can accomplish anything. We can be Chonbu families. And then we can restore our municipality. We can restore our town, our city. Absolutely, we can restore this nation if we can persevere. And then we have confidence, we have courage, we have fighting spirit. We can offer this nation to our Heavenly Parent, to True Parents by 2027. If all of us in different areas, we carry this, we challenge, right? We can educate our, all the leaders in our respective areas, respective municipalities, and then certainly, absolutely, we can restore our nation. We can offer our nation to Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Aju, and then by 2027, we can really offer and really we can bring joy and happiness to our Heavenly Parent and True Parents. Aju, so everything already has given to us. We are really living in the most precious time where everything has opened for us. It's now just up to us. How can we persevere? How can we endure? And then carrying this attitude with, having this confidence, courage, and fighting spirit, we can surely be victorious. Aju, so with this guidance today of our Heavenly Parents and True Parents, let's really offer our gratitude for our True Parents again for reminding us. So let's really have courage, right? Have confidence and really fighting spirit and continue to persevere. And then absolutely we will succeed. Aju, so let's really give our appreciation to Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Once again, we thank you so much to all our families and brothers and sisters. Heavenly Parents, love and blessings be always upon you. I wish everyone to be victorious. Thank you very much. Sanida.
Okay, thank you so much, Reverend Leo Angelo, for that very inspiring word. Okay, again, please give him a round of applause. from the final guidance of our national leader entitled "The Key to Success." And we all know our True Parents Foundation and investment are really remarkable and throughout the world, and even in our country, Philippines. Our leaders, our elders, brothers, sisters are really working so hard. That's why our national leader really insists us that once we do our public mission, we have no doubt, we don't need to hesitate. We have the confidence to really face the challenges. Because once we face all those challenges, all those difficulties in our life of faith, our heavenly parents and at the same time our true parents will really help us, no matter how hard or how challenges our mission is. Still, behind our back, our ancestor also will really help us. That's why today, as we move forward, before we will proceed for our main reflector for our morning devotion given by our national leader, is there anyone in this Zoom who wants to volunteer to give his or her reflection for our topic for this morning? Is there any one of us? Okay, Tito Wensi raising his hand. Okay, please please help me to welcome Tito Wensi Manabat from Cabanatuan.
Good morning to everybody. So, my reflection today in the topic is about the key to become to bring success. For me, my formula to bring success is maintain beautiful relationship to heavenly parents and true parents, and also digging every day. I pray that I could be able to understand more the soulful heart of our heavenly parents and also our true parents. Because once I understand the soulful heart of our heavenly parents and true parents, I could be able to really endure and overcome all kinds of difficulties and challenges in life. 4 months ago, I text to Kuya Ramon that Llanera need to become a model town. And then all leaders in Llanera need to attend the conference and then continuously conduct blessings in Llanera. So after 3 months, then Kuya Ramon and Coninobo set this conference. Yeah. So I said that in my heart, in my mind, I'm praying that Llanera will become a model town. Yeah. So in my region, and then I pray also, and also I do condition many 40 days skip meal, prayer, and reading and bowing. So I think this is also required sacrifice in order to really bring success. Yeah. So and then when this conference already scheduled, I keep on really praying every Friday for the mayor to really attend the conference from beginning until the end. So and then I really make a lot of condition, vice mayor and also leaders from different department in Llanera. And then this really, I can really feel that spirit world really help so much. And even before the conference, I am praying for all the ancestors to really receive the blessing. The ancestors of Kuya Julius, Dr. Kittel, the ancestors of Leo Angelo Halog, and also Bishop Soria, Kuya Venus, Oninobo, to really join the conference and embrace all the lecturers and also participants. I'm praying for this. And then I feel that really they join the conference. No, everybody are really so much inspired and touched by the Holy Spirit. So during the first day of the after the morning session, I meet the SK chairman, and then we embraced together like he was so much resurrected. No, yeah, and then he said that this is not the end of this conference. He said, I'm so like he was resurrected. No? Yeah. And even the mayor really I so much admire about the True Parents teaching. I can see. And then after the event, I take picture with the mayor. Mayor, maybe this is your, because I went to take picture with you as a mayor, because next time you are not a mayor. You are a governor. You will become governor, I feel. Yeah, because I'm praying that municipality of Llanera will really become model in Nueva Ecija. Yeah, what mayor now doing in Llanera, he really changed the road, high quality road, like good for 20 years to 30 years. Very beautiful. If you can go there, you will be amazed. Before the road is really very not so maybe destroyed, but this time really changed. You can feel like a different feeling this time in Llanera. I was so shocked when I go there, no, finish already the road in municipality. I was so really shocked. Yeah, so beautiful. So yeah, really I feel victory in the, and then I'm also praying that many towns in Nueva Ecija, in Region 3, will become a model before 2027. And also praying for million couples will need to receive the blessings before 2027. With so much Johnson, and also with so much foundation and condition, I believe the spirit world will really come down and embrace political leaders, religious leaders. Yeah, with the help of our leaders, I feel like a lecturer, our lecturer, Dr. Kittel, really touched the heart of everyone. No, and also Julius, really, I feel that Dr. Yo is really Julius is more than Dr. Young. The way I really amazed, really very great development, and also our LA really like lightning, like thunder is in the mayor office, very strong, and also Dr. Venus, really everybody really is so amazed. Yeah, Bishop Soria also very good MC. Yeah, can really touch the heart of everyone, like children and parents. So through the seminar, I feel that they really understand very well the heart of God, and also our True Parents mission to build ideal family, ideal community, society, nation, and world. It's only a matter of really taking care of them, a culture of taking care of our participants after the conference. Yeah, and also with Johnson. No, so this is really very important. I hear true father said that that Johnson is like moving heaven. Yeah, it's really correct. Moving heaven. And also, I'm so grateful that for our leader, Poninobo. Yeah, one day before the event, no, he really called me to join the last mobilization. Although we do mobilization here in Cabanatuan, but the day before, one day before the event, he called me to make 3-team mobilization there. I immediately respond. After I take about only like seconds, like very serious. Yeah, and then quickly go to Llanera. No, I drive very fast because like emergency time. Yeah. So like when there is really absolutely unity, then we can really bring success. Well, and also quickly go there, mobilization at Tijasi pour out her effort, no, to mobilize Kapitan, up to Kapitan, and also school. Yeah. So, and also Poninobo, Kuya Ramon, really 3-team, very work together, very, and then absolutely unite together, and then the spirit world really cooperate because of our attitude and also unity together, and finally become victorious event. So thank you so much for everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. Good morning to everyone.
Thank you so much, Sir Wency Manabat, for your sharing your heart. And Sir Wency, that we need to maintain a beautiful relationship towards our Heavenly Parents and true parents. That is the key points that Sir Wency Manabat shared to us. Okay, maraming po salamat ulit, Sir Wency Manabat. And now, let's move forward. The one who will give his reflection is our NCR district leader of FFWPU, is no other than Pastor Ernie Ilano. Please give him a round of applause.
Okay, good morning, Heavenly Parents, True Parents. First, I would like to give thanks to Heavenly Parents and True Parents for the very inspiring and very encouraging message today that our national leader gave this morning. So actually, I have only 5 minutes now limit. So the topic is the key to success. There are so many points that we should learn today. Actually, this message is applicable kung ano man yung nais o gusto nating gawin. So many points na dapat nating matutunan in order to be successful. First, we need to have big hope, strong will, perseverance, and we need to train more ourselves. So mostly people, the one who become successful, they need a coach, they need a mentor. And then we are so be grateful and thankful because we have so good mentor, our true parents, our heavenly parents. So as long people are willing to learn to the mentor or to the coach, they will be successful. And then even if we are so very difficult, as long we are willing to learn, we can be successful. Mostly, the one who failed for their dreams is the one who quit. So as long we should not give up, we can be success. Even our heavenly parents, as our national leader mentioned, he persevered. Even our true father, he give timetable, no, that all even want to fulfill his dream mission in 7-year course, but he never give up. So actually, if we ask all people, participants, the most dream of us is how to become HTM or Chonbu couples. So the good things this time, they mention also, we are living now in the golden age. Through the pioneers, through the elders who already become victorious. In order to become victorious, we need to have somebody who can help us. Actually, I'm always inspired every Monday because we have best practices of all the victorious Heavenly Tribal Messiah and Chonbu couples. As long we are willing to learn from somebody, we can it very big help for us, no? So as long tayo ay willingly na matuto, no, kung tayo lang, if we work alone, it's so difficult. That's why very important. If we are in struggle and difficult, we need to help. We need to ask help from somebody. So I think that through this event every Monday, so this is very good opportunity to all of us that we can learn from somebody how they do the HTM. Actually, I learn a lot every time. I can listen from different testimony, their best practice. And I pray also that all blessed family who already Chonbu couples, we need to become multipliers of HTM. We need to encourage and help others so that they can also become successful, no, to become a Chonbu couples. This is our Dr. Yong mentioned that all of us, we should be talking about total salvation. So we need to help each other. Every time I'm struggle, I'm always looking at the elders. So of course, lahat po tayo may struggles. No, pero do you think ang leaders wala silang struggles? Pero nandoon lang po yung perseverance nila. And nandoon po kasi sa kanila, so we need to become kaya nga sabi we should be owner of Chun Ilgok. We should be owners of true owners of Chun Ilgok. Yung sinasabing big hope. Ano yung hope natin? No? I think ang hope ng lahat sana maging one in heart tayo kay Heavenly Parents and true parents. The hope of all humankind, no, of blessed family is how we can establish a heavenly unified world. No, so kung naka-align po tayo, so kung lahat kasi ay nandoon yung dreams natin, lahat ng sakripisyo, lahat ay gagawin natin kasi nakatuon tayo doon sa ating doon sa ating gusto nating gawin. No, so walang mahirap sa willing na matututo. No, actually even I have experience when I was working in Japan. Actually, that time nahirapan ako mag-work doon. Ito nga tulad ng nasabi ko, itong mga points na ibinigay sa atin, ito po ay applicable kung ano man yung nais o gusto natin. Even nung ako ay nag-work sa Japan, actually nahirapan ako for the first time na talagang ako ay talagang nahirapan kasi nag-work ako yung sa conveyor, ako yung nauna, ang hawak ko robot. So pag hindi mo kasi alam, naku talagang parang napapagod ako, yung hinahabol ko yung oras. But if you are willing to learn from somebody, so napapadali, kaya yung napaka-importante yung strategy. Once nalaman ko yung strategy, so parang magaan na sa akin. Ako dati naghahabol ako sa oras. Kasi pag na-delay ako sa aking ginagawa, ang mangyayari po is madidelay. Yung mga mayroong tinatawag na mga line leader, pupuntahan ako. So kaya, if we are, kung tayo nahirapan, just as help, just as guidance, no, just as support, no. That's why we are called one family under God. So we need to help each other, work together in order to be success in God's dream. What is God's dream? To establish the heavenly unified world. So that's why we need to encourage, we need to help each other. This is actually, I'm so much inspired when I'm hearing our national leaders and national leaders guidance. So, kaya even ako struggle talaga, I always look at the elders. No, nag-struggle po sila pero nandiyan pa rin. No, actually I remember the HTM Providence start in December 2012. So yung mga earlier nahirapan, hindi pa alam. Kaya through the guidance of our HTM National Asia Director, so nag-organize ng mga committee paano mapabilis para makutulong. Actually our HTM Director always thinking how can also encourage and help our blessed family. That's why they organize a committee so that even what kind of education we should give, what kind of follow-up we can give. So more easier that's why there is no reason na tayo ay hindi maging successful. Marami po nang magtutulong. Ang hirap pag ikaw lang ang nauna. No, that's why yung pioneering talaga nag-sacrifice. But this time, we can listen so many good testimony from our elders to all victorious Chonbu couples. So that's why what the key point is, in order to become success, we need to persevere. We need to have a strong will, and we need to keep the big hope. What is true mother hope? What is God's hope? No, and then the most important, never give up, and we should not quit to our responsibility to become a Chonbu couples. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Pastor Ernie Ilano, for that very powerful, inspirational messages or guidance po that you have given. And we all know Pastor Ernie, I really salute him for being the best conveyor also for our HTM department. Thank you so much again. His reflection. Please help me to welcome our one of our blessed member from Bulacan West, no other than Mr. Rolando Sorbona. Please give him a round of applause.
Good morning po. Good morning, Hebel Parents. Good morning, our national leader and all brothers and sisters. Okay. My reflection about that this morning devotion and how to be success. And although for me, become successful, sabi nga, we need to think our failure in the past na kung ano yung naging mali, that we need to be ayusin para maging successful or maging dito na maayos. Become a inspiration for leaders, Sir LA and Pastor Ernie, and also all the leaders na again successful the Chonbo. May inspiration that we need to be follow that the direction also na maging Chonbo in the someday and become a blessed couple and with starting family. I need to follow that direction na maging model din na ibang couple and outside HTM, and someday I will be upgrade myself and become a leader and become a successful. And because minsan kasi sa akin bago ako maging member, syempre bago ako maging pumasok sa isang direction, pina-follow ko muna kung ano yung magiging direction ng isang leader. And even very hard, very complicated, but we're still doing forward for God's providence, Heavenly Parents tradition or Heavenly Parents condition, especially for this time for the HTM and for the blessing event. We need to do forward, even we need to do hard work para maging successful ang isang activity or maging successful yung mga ginagawa natin everyday o ginagawa ko everyday. Think how Heavenly Parents heart na maging happy. And although for me, every time na we're doing mission or HTM and doing responsibility na maging sa HTM blessing na ginagawa ko yung best ko na maging masaya, and then ginagawa ko yung best ko na magpasaya ng ibang tao, lalo na pag-educate ng mga HTM, ng mga couple, yung best na maging successful yung day ko and doing responsibility na maibigay ko yung heart ko sa kanila. In that time na nagagawa ko yung point ko na ano ba, yung yung paano magiging raise up yung ibang tao and how to motivate them to become successful also. And also for become a blessed family na maging model for them. Yeah, for me, for that successful, for how to be successful, we need to think that through parents' word and also follow the leaders and follow the tradition and to get that motivation na magkaroon ng inspiration for our leader. Yeah, very important sa akin na makinig kahit na medyo mahirap but still doing forward yung responsibility na maging ma-accomplish in that day. Yun lang po. Thank you so much po.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Rolando Sorbona, for your reflection. Kaya nga, sa kanya sa life natin, in our life of faith, all of us, we also failed. But sabi nga sa fail, ang ibig sabihin ng failed, first attempt in learning. All of us, we failed to do our mission, but still, once we have, sabi nga ni Sir Leo Angelo Halog, told a while ago, in our internal guidance, we need to have our confidence, our courage at the same time. Our founder, Reverend San Numun, we have fighting spirit. Sabi nga sa Tong Ilmudo, I also remembered, there's no better asset than a fighting spirit. Baga, our spirit need to become more more powerful so that everything that we do in order to our heavenly parents will at the same time to our true parents will, we are really motivated to do our part, to do our responsibility. And all of us, we pray also that all our Sanbo families, our leaders, our elders, brothers, sisters, working in their different regions, most especially for the success of Llanera Leadership Conference. We are really thankful for that great heart po na you really witness the leaders, the government leaders in your region. And even all the regions also are really aiming din po to really witness a person so that they really know also our true parents. Maybe that's all. Maraming pong salamat. And before we will proceed for our closing prayer, is there news and announcement po for our national headquarters? Ate Yeb? Okay, since wala po tayong news and announcement, we will proceed po for our closing prayer. Our closing prayer will be led us by our NCR Regional Leader, Mr. Dan Rodbert Gregorio.
Okay, brothers and sisters, please join me in prayer. Our most beloved heavenly parent and our victorious two parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, today, as we always receive your love through this morning devotion, we are so grateful and thankful, Heavenly Parent, that you always cultivate our heart and you always set our mindset towards the fulfillment of your desire. Together with all of our brothers and sisters, together with all of our leaders, we would like to really commit ourselves, Heavenly Parents, to fulfill our duties as your sons and daughters in the front line, Heavenly Parents. And we would like to really persevere, Heavenly Parents, to upgrade our level of faith, not just to become your sons and daughters, but also to attain the level of becoming Chonbo Heavenly Parents, so that we could testify to our clan, to our tribe, Heavenly Parents, our victory in the front line. Heavenly Parents, we would like to pray for all of our brothers and sisters here in our Hondoke, that we could receive your love we could receive comfort in our heart, Heavenly Parents, that sometimes we are experiencing difficulties in our mission, in our personal life, Heavenly Parents, but always we are being reminded who we are and what in what lineage that we are belong to, Heavenly Parents. Always we are attending this morning devotion, we are being reminded of the responsibility of becoming Chonolguk citizen. And together with all of our brothers and sisters in our region, in different place, Heavenly Parents, we would like to agree, Heavenly Parents, that we want to support our true mother with all the best effort that we can give, Heavenly Parents, until our uh, nation could achieve the firm settlement of Chonolguk in our nation. Now we are experiencing many victories in the front line. We are experiencing many providential shift in history, Heavenly Parents, and this victory will become the substantialization of Chonolguk, Heavenly Parents, as we unite together. All of our blessed central families, all of our members could really unite together as one and really feel the heart of our true mother. And with this, I would like to report this in the name of John and Catherine Gregorio, Blessed Central Family, Jew.
Aju. Thank you so much, Sir John Robert Gregorio, for your wonderful prayer. And now, let's have our unison prayer. Aju, Haji, Haji. To conclude our virtual morning devotion, let's offer our uh, good morning greetings to our heavenly parents and true parents. Good morning, heavenly parents, true parents. Good morning, leaders, elders, brothers, sisters, Sir Leo, Halo Halo, and all leaders from different regions. Have a grateful day and meaningful day to each and every one of us. Successful for our mission.
Morning to everybody. Victoria,
Have a grateful day and
Rio,
morning, everyone.
Morning, Pastor. Good morning to everybody. Good morning, Kuya Connie, Ate Jayo.
You say good, Crystal.
Thank you very much.
Bishop
So much, everyone. Professional leader, most sincere heart. To my
Region 3, congratulations.
Morning, Lola Shoni.
Nancy, congratulations to your region.
Sige, paalam na.
Amazing reflection.
Good morning,
Maya. Hello, you are.